That's to pay homage to the people that have COVID-19, doctors, nurses, first responders, paramedics, family members, grocery store workers, police officers, everybody. We're all innocent. We're all innocent. Plant workers, whoever, manufacturers, all of us. We're all innocent. But anyway, this program here is to educate, to entertain, and to offend everybody on the planet at least once. Hopefully I'll do that. Today I'm just having a little bit of water. It's Tuesday, I think today's Tuesday. Tuesday the 25th, August. And same old shit, you know. Hey, Mr. Fox, how's it going? Mr. Fox. Oh, I checked into YT occult. I really don't like that kind of stuff. See, I started in stuff like this. It was called Justin TV, and people have different channels. I think it was even before YouTube. Yeah, YT occult. I didn't watch it, but I don't like that because, like I said, Justin TV. I think it was on before YouTube. I think right around the same time, and it's kind of like this. People would have their own channels, and you go talk to them or whatever. And anyway, people would only come on like maybe 3, 4, 5 people at a time on a channel. And there'd be like 20 or 30 channels. But I'd go through every channel and I'd say, this is the greatest channel ever in caps, you know, ever. And people would freak out. But anyway, Justin, he carried around a camera for 1 year. He's out of San Francisco. And I don't know if he started YouTube or not, you know. But anyway, it was the video games. Like everybody would only get like 5, 10 people watching at a time. At the very most, somebody would get 100, you know. That's I was doing good. And then somebody put a video game on there, like Halo or something like that. And all of a sudden, there's 1,000 views. And then another person put video games, and another, and another. And anyway, Justin TV went away, and it changed the name to Twitch. And that's how Twitch got it started. But I don't like video games, man, at all, at all. You know, I bought a lot of them for my kids back in the day. They enjoyed them, but I never did. That's just me. Oh, I was on here. Nobody came on. You know, I was only on for like about 5 minutes. So Beatrice came in like about 10 minutes before noon, you know. She had a duffel bag. I really wasn't going to let her in. But here's the thing. We don't have very many shootings in Burley, but there was a shooting the night before. It was on 10th and Yale. And that's where Beatrice always goes to get her drugs or whatever the fuck. I've took her over there a few times, you know. And the police didn't know too much, you know. The police may have known, but the news wouldn't let anybody know. And Beatrice came over, and I just let her in because I wanted to find out what was going on. And then she wanted to do another thing, but I only did a short 5-minute one yesterday. But that's crazy. Those guys, there was three people shooting. I don't know what they were shooting at, a car or what, if they were shooting out of their house, what the fuck, but the Burley PD caught them already, you know. All three of them have been arrested. And they got a criminal report about as big as a fucking dictionary, you know. See, that's what's good thing about Idaho. You can go to idaho.com and you can punch in anybody's name that's in Idaho and check out their criminal record for free. Supposedly, she wasn't on anything yesterday. That was the same thing. When she walked in the house, that's the way she acted. And I gave her some alcohol. You know, she wanted to know if I had any alcohol, which I don't drink beer. I gave her Jack and Coke. Yeah, she was talking crazy. But after she did the video, that's when I gave her Jack and Coke. And I'll never do that again. She didn't even drink it, you know. She drank it halfway down. She wanted more, so I gave her more. And then before she left about that much in the bottom of the glass. I thought, fuck it, man. Are you a schizo? It all depends. What do you look like? I've been with a lot of fucking schizos in my life. My first old lady, man, she was a schizo, for reals. And worse than Beatrice, by a long shot. Beatrice ruined my last year, you know. She just loves to do that. But she never changed. When she was here yesterday, never fucking changed a bit. Oh, thank you, Ozzy. And she had her phone with her. True about the bank robbery. Yeah, supposedly. Okay, supposedly, I'm not for sure because I tried to look it up on the internet. I've never found anything about it. But people that know her said that she did she was in a bank robbery at one time. She did have a pretty good job, I guess. You know, she said like she was the head teller, and people I've talked to said that she was a head teller. You know, but when I first met her, she was scamming me. I knew, and her PTSD, yeah, maybe. But she'd put her finger up like this to her head. She goes, "Yeah, I got shot right here." And then when she moved her finger away, there's an indentation and stuff like that. And I knew she was trying to bullshit me. You know, you can't bullshit a bullshitter. There's no fucking way, man. But supposedly there was a bank robbery. She was there. They gave her the PTSD. But really, in her younger days, her dad did get murdered. Somebody slit his throat at a dance, or something like that. Um, and then her mom died from kidney failure before she was an adult. When she was an early teen. From 12 to 15, both of her parents died. You know, and then her stepdad took over. Yeah, that is sad. It's real sad, man. Yeah. And then her stepdad came in and took care of the girls. I think she had two or three sisters. I'm not for sure. And he stood up, and he took care of those kids after the mom passed away. And yeah, it's sad. It's sad. But Beatrice, when she was here yesterday, she's doing the same fucking shit. She had a cell phone. No, they weren't very nice to her yesterday. I didn't think so either. Because I was in the other room. I wasn't out here. I was in the other room seeing what was going on the computer because just like I'm watching right now. Because you can't see the comments. The comments only come on for like 10 seconds. I don't know why. But on the computer, you could read it. So I was in the other room looking at it. But yeah, people weren't very nice to her yesterday at all, at all. And I should have told her, if people fuck with you, man, just fuck with them back. What she didn't do. She didn't say too much. She probably just read those and like blew it off. But she did have a cell phone yesterday. How's it going, Nod? And she called this one Catholic guy. He was a priest or something, And she wanted the number to the Vatican. She was fucking with him, I could tell. Oh, you're not a very good priest if you don't have the number to the Vatican, blah, blah, blah. Because she'd say, well, I got a burial plot in the Vatican and I need to get a hold of the Pope, blah, blah, blah. And then, see, if that would have been me, if they would have called me and said that she had a burial plot in the Vatican, I would have said, what the fuck you need me for? You should already have his phone number, But she was calling people, same shit like she used to when she was here. But sometimes I could tell she was talking to people. Sometimes she was just calling people and trying to piss me off. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that she was doing. But she hasn't changed a bit. Not one fucking bit. But the only reason why I let her in is because there was a shooting and the news didn't say too much about it. And that's the same area that Beatrice hangs around, right there. She likes hanging around with those people. And they caught him less than 24 hours. They caught all three of them. I didn't even think there was gangs in Burley, because it's gang related. The police said it was gang related. But that's a good thing here in Burley. If you get caught in gang related or what's that other one called? Shit, I can't even think of it. Like crimes. No, I was going to delete it because it just kept going on and on and on. Oh, hate crimes. Okay. If you get gang related or hate crimes here in Burley, they add on more to your sentence. If they can prove that it was gang related or a hate crime, here you're gonna get a little bit more added to your sentence after you get caught, So that's a good thing. But I didn't think there was any gangs in Burley. I honestly didn't, Must not be a fucking very good gang. Yeah. If Beatrice straightened up, she could be a good person. Honestly, she could. But she just doesn't want to straighten up. She just doesn't want to do it, She wanted to stay here. She had a duffel bag because that's what I was curious about. if those people got arrested yesterday, if they kicked her out. I don't even know if she was staying with them or not. I don't know. You know, she doesn't tell me. She just makes up a bunch of stories. But she had a duffel bag and she had no place to stay. And I told her, no, you can't stay here. I can't fucking babysit her. You know, I've tried. You know, people give me a hard time, tell me to fucking help her and blah blah blah. I've done it. I'm fucking spent. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking spent. There's nothing I can do for her. You know, I'm not gonna track her down. I don't have her phone number. But people write every day. You need to help her out. You need to help her out. I said, fuck you. Quit your fucking bitching and fucking help her out yourself, man. You know. Practice what you preach, I guess. But yeah, I'm spent. It makes me mad that she wants something, and then when I give it to her, yeah, it pisses me off when I give her something and she wastes it. You know, she's just a very wasteful person, and that really upsets me. Because I only make $377 a month. I know she makes twice as much as I do. Plus, she gets food stamps. You know, and she wants to waste my shit every time she's here. But I wouldn't have really let her in, honestly, in the house this time. If we were going to do a video, it would have been outside. But I just wanted to know what was going on with the shooting. It was like, what the fuck? Gang related. That's what I want to do. I want to be in a gang that fucking. Hello, how's it going, Sandra? I want to be in a gang that shoots down the street. I don't know if it's from their house or not. I don't know because I don't get the whole story. Bruce sent you? I don't know. I told her to go to Bruce's. Supposedly Bruce is working in another city, supposedly. I don't know. But anyway, I want to be in a gang that has spent casings out on the street. And Mr. Vegas? Mr. Vegas? Well, she called both those guys when she was here. She called them, you know, on the phone. They're probably fucking... She probably burnt too many bridges, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, she was homeless yesterday, supposedly. I don't know why. But it's crazy that they had that shooting in Wisconsin. A fucking cop. He shot the guy. No, they're probably Johns. I don't know if they're pimps or Johns. Mr. Vegas. Mr. Vega. His name is Mr. Vega, I guess it is. First it was his grandpa, then her uncle, then Mr. Vega, blah, blah, blah. Maybe he is a pimp. He could be. He could be a pimp. But he'd always bring her beer all the time, you know. And Bruce was a John, you know. I know that for a fact. And basically that's about all I can tell you about those guys. Mr. Vega, he just blew me away because I could never figure out that fucker. He's an old dude, man. And whenever she wanted beer, he would bring it. No matter what, he would bring it. Yeah. And the alcohol too, you know. I don't know what that means. But yeah, she could probably find a decent person, you know, if she just fucking behave herself. But she doesn't want to straighten up. She does not want to straighten up, no matter what, you know. She got mad at me yesterday because she probably wanted me to give her a ride. I told her right off the fucking bat, I'm not fucking taking you anywhere, you know. You walk your dumb ass over here, you can walk the fuck out, you know. I'll tell her that every time. I'm not taking her anywhere anymore, you know. And people say, yeah, tell me a good Beatrice story and shit like that. But I told you about the time when she went out and flagged this guy down for a cigarette. Okay, this is another Beatrice story. She wants beer and cigarettes all the time, all the time. So there's a place called Maverick. It's a convenience store. That's basically the only place you can go. Okay, she finally talked me into doing it. All day long she's fucking saying, take me there, take me there, take me there. She's calling people to come pick her up and this and that. So finally I said, fuck it, okay, let's go. Got your shit together, let's go over there. So I went to the Maverick. That was back when I couldn't see. So I pulled up to the gas pumps on the east side. I see the shooting you're talking about. The police shot him 7 times in the back. Yeah, okay, that's kind of fucked up because, okay, people like that should not even have guns. You know, the fucking police officers like that. You should use what's it called? Gun control. That's both hands. No, that's just a joke. That's a sick joke. Use both hands, but they have gun control. But you're fucking unloading. When you're fucking unloading and shit like that, No, that dude's still alive. I can't believe it. Shot him 7 times. He's paralyzed for the rest of his life. But fucking, if he's gonna kill him, shoot him once in the head, man. Get it over with. But those kind of people, he went off the edge right there. You can tell he was fucking gone. But this is my solution. Give the police, it's called the Judge. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It shoots 410s and it shoots 45s. But instead, you put in tranquilizers. You'll have a firearm just in case you actually need it. But you have a tranquilizer gun and you shoot somebody with a tranquilizer. Put him down. Don't fucking kill him. Don't fucking just unload, man. I'm glad people record this, to show everybody. I don't know what happened prior to that, but he had no gun control at all. It really upset me. It really upset me, man. And I'm glad people record that because more likely he's going to get sued. He's going to get fired. He's going to go to jail. And then the city is going to get fucking sued. The lawyers are going to come in. But that guy lived, supposedly. I think he's in critical condition or something like that. But he's going to be paralyzed for the rest of his life if he does live. But the thing I was watching him, and, the cop was trying to arrest him, and he was just getting in the car and trying to take off. It's like Cartman on South Park. Respect my authority! Respect my authority! Remember Cartman? And then there's a guy on Beavis and Butthead, Todd. It's like, fuck you, dude. Get out of my face. Yeah, thank God he's alive, but I don't know. Those kids, if his kids were really in the back seat, that was crazy. But the shooting here in Burley, those people, they're felons already. I think they're like 28, 30 years old or something like that. And I checked their criminal records. Ever since they're juveniles, they had a criminal record. And they've carried firearms and shit like that. But I don't know if it's a house where Beatrice goes. It's around that neighborhood, 10th and Yale. That's where the shooting was, here. But thank God for the Burley police. They caught him. There's 3 of them. Within 24 hours, all of them were arrested. So that shows to me there is gangs here in Burley. I don't know. I don't know what the name of the gang is. I don't know. But yeah, people are just stupid with guns. It's just nuts. Because there's 3 of those guys shooting, I think at a car or something. And really, I know somebody that lives in that neighborhood, but it's a couple blocks away. I called them, and they said they didn't hear anything because I heard it on the news that morning that there was a shooting in that neighborhood. And they said they didn't hear nothing, and they haven't seen the news or whatever. But they have grandkids, they're basically about my age. But they have grandkids that come over to their house and stuff. But really, if you have a 45 or 9mm or whatever, 2 blocks is nothing. If you're not a very good shot, you miss a car, fucking you can kill somebody pretty easy, a couple blocks away with a 9mm, But it's fucking crazy. But I'm just glad that those guys got caught. They need to be put away because their criminal records was big. But yeah, if you go to Idaho.com, no, Idaho.org, I think it is Idaho.org, punch in anybody's name in Idaho, and it'll show them the criminal record. You can see my criminal record. Beatrice, it's public knowledge. And really, I think it's a good thing because if people do that online dating and stuff, they need to see what kind of person they're dating. If they're a rapist, child molester, whatever. If they been to prison or, they don't pay their bills, they're divorced 5 times or whatever. I think it's a good thing. I think all states should have that. All of them do, but some of them charge you, $10, $15. But yeah, the police, you have a record? Yeah, but how the hell did I know she was only 16, man? She looked 17 to me. I got a DUI. It's not even on there because it's been so long ago. Let's see, what records do I have? Just traffic tickets, stuff like that. Divorce. I got divorced. I think that's on there. I've been taken to court for my credit cards. I let my credit cards go into debt or whatever. What the hell is that? It's called civil. That's on there. But my last ticket, I got a ticket on Christmas Day in my truck, my semi, when I was driving truck in the fog. This guy's name's Les Nye. We call him Les Nye, the ticket guy. If he pulls you over, you're going to get a ticket no matter what. But anyway, no, divorce isn't a crime, but it's on your record, your state record or whatever, you know. And that's a good thing to see too, because you'll see who filed for divorce, you know, if you're a plaintiff or a defendant or whatever in divorce court. But that's to me, it's a good thing because you can see if somebody's been divorced 5 times, 3 times, 4 times, or whatever, and it was somebody else that divorced them. So you know that that person probably has a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's not a crime. It's just a record. Everybody has records, you know, of some sort or another. My oldest sister, she doesn't at all. I don't know why, but she doesn't. But I got a DUI, 1989. It doesn't show up. But that's the only time I've been in jail. But I got that one. It said that I was driving on the wrong side of the highway. That's what sucks, because if I got to apply for another job with a driving company, it sounds like I was driving a semi on the wrong side of the highway. You know what it was like there's 2 lanes and you're supposed to be in the right lane. Of course, I know that. It was foggy that night, and between I-84 and I-86, it's called a split. And there was like a rivet in the road. It's real bad. And when you go over it when you're empty, your fucking trailers just go like this, big time. And I didn't think anybody was behind me. Next thing I know, here comes the fucking lights, man. And I pull over, and it says I was on the wrong side of the highway, but really I was just in the wrong lane. And if I ever applied for a job, somebody would look at that and say, "Fuck, this guy drove a semi down the wrong side of the highway. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with this guy?" I was gonna fight it, but my boss said no. He paid for the ticket because I told him what was the problem is, and they knew what the problem was because of the rivet in the road. And the following year, they tore the roads up and they fixed it. We did, of course. We did. Let's see what else is going on. Just COVID-19 and shit like that. And Trump. Honestly, I think probably Trump's the best bet from what I can see. You know, that's just me. We need people that know about business instead of fucking politics. Because politics don't fucking do shit, man. They just fucking keep going on and on and on and on and on. Like Biden, he's been in there 40-some years. It's time for him to just get the fuck out, you know. And Trump just cut the line. He wasn't even in politics. He just fucking became president of the United States. But you have to know business. Because really we have to run this country like a business, you know. We can't get stepped on all the time. Like Obama, he traded one Idaho deserter for 5 Taliban terrorists. You know, they got a hold of him because he fucking left his post, and then they fucking traded him straight across 5 for 1, and he was a deserter. It's like, fuck, how the fuck could you do that? But Trump's the same. You know, he still tweets. He still says China virus and shit like that. He's not gonna back down because you can't be PC. You know. Pretty soon, like Biden, he's going to say, well, you're going to have to wipe your ass with your fucking pinky in the air, man. It's got to be PC. But if you say like you like Italian food over Chinese food, you can't say Italian and you can't say Chinese, you know. That's how shitty it's getting to be. Yeah, it's crazy. But you know, there's hurricanes on the East Coast, fires on the West Coast. Yeah, we need to figure that out. Back in the day, it was a lot simpler. Probably maybe a day and a half at the most. But you know, I was convicted as a DUI. I got 2 weeks jail time, but I did it after work. It's like a work release type thing, and I got it in Boise, and they gave me 2 weeks, you know, jail time. I could either do it in Boise, or I could do it in Burley and they'd charge me, or I could do it in Rupert and it would be free. So I did mine in Rupert. but I did 2 weeks on a DUI. Yeah, long time ago, long time ago. Now I think it's about like $5,000 in probation and piss court. You know, you got to piss and drug court and everything. But that's a good thing. You know, I don't drink and drive anymore. Before I used to every day, smoke weed, drink beer, drive every day. You know, that's like Beatrice came over here yesterday. I had a Jack and Coke. No way am I going to drive for 24 hours, even if I only have one. Fuck no, I'm not going anywhere. You know. But people my age are still getting DUIs. You look on the, like I've said, you look on the thing, Idaho court. You can go to Cassia County. What's it called? Recent arrest. And you can see the people that just got arrested. You know, or you can go to the jail roster and stuff like that. You know, Beatrice has a picture in there. Recent arrests. You can go in that and see her. She got it for trespassing. I don't know, maybe a month ago or so. That's good. I think it's a good thing. You know, honestly do. But we hardly get any murders or anything like that in this area. You know, hardly any shootings. And when it does happen, it's a big deal. You know, I had no clue we had gangs here. But they got tattoos on their face and stupid shit like that. I don't even know what the name of the gang is. But more likely, both of them were felons that I knew that's on there. They said that there was 3 of them. I don't know who the other person is. But they're all, those 2 were felons. And they had weapons too, you know. So they're going to get racked pretty hard. How long ago was this? Yeah, see, back in the day, you could walk around drunk. You know, here nobody said anything. You could be drunk in public, and now it's serious. You know, if they catch you out in public with alcohol in your breath, they'll arrest you. Walking intoxicated, that's what they said. Back in the day, you could ride a bike. You could be drunk as hell, high as a kite, and nobody would say anything. You know, as long as you wasn't driving. And what's weird was like when I was a kid, at the age of 16, 17 years old, my first car was a Gran Torino. And I pulled up to a stop sign. I was drinking a beer. And I finished my beer at the stop sign. Opened the door, set it down on the yellow line, and I took off. And a cop pulled me over about 5 blocks away. And he asked me, he says, "Were you drinking beer?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Is that your can?" I said, "Yeah." I thought for sure I was going to go to jail. Back in those days, my punishment was to go back and get that can. Underage, drinking, you know. That's how easy it was here. It was really a pretty good place, you know, until people started getting stupid. But I wasn't doing anything wrong. Nowadays, fucking the whole family would be in counseling. I used to. I don't anymore. I probably would. If I could grow it or whatever, I just can't afford it. Oh, 2006 or 2007? Yeah. That's basically, I think I was in Hawaii in about 2008. Uh-oh, maybe it was Dog the Bounty Hunter that got you, man. And what's her fucking name? What's her name? Beth. Fucking beat you over the head with her boobs. Yeah, back in the day, hardly anything. Let's see. Yeah, it's illegal in our state. I don't think I have any imbalance. Hopefully I don't. You know, maybe I got a brain deficiency. Maybe that's what it is. But I feel okay. I don't get depressed. I don't. Yeah, I used to grow plants, man, a long time ago, man. A long time ago. You know, I knew how to do cloning. Oh yeah. See, I'm gonna juice some stuff today. I don't know how many bags of tomatoes I got already. I got like probably 20 pounds of tomatoes. And after this video, I'm gonna juice them, them in these. And I think I'm going to put some, chili peppers in my tomato juice. I'm going to juice it and put some chili peppers in it, grind it up. And that way it's going to be like hot tomato juice. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. Yeah, it was easy to grow weed, man. It was always easy. And I just looked up High Times. You know, I used to get subscription to High Times. And they give you step-by-step instruction how to do it. And then they just tell you, you know, separate the males from the females. And then you can do cloning. You can have one female plant, cut a branch off or whatever, stick it in water, and starts to root. Put it in dirt. And out of one female, you could have 10 females, you know. And yeah. See, I grew habaneros last year. This year I couldn't find any. And I still got some left in the freezer, habaneros. Yeah, they're good. I like habaneros. Better than chili peppers. This year I got chili peppers and I got jalapenos. Plus I got bell peppers. I bet you do, yeah. But it's expensive, right? The weed there in Hawaii. Because now it's like, what, $400 an ounce? See, that's what's crazy. The price of meth has went down and the price of weeds went up. Because if you watch that Fresno meth or something like that, it's called Meth in Fresno or something like that, by Vice, they said, like 10 years ago or whatever, a pound of meth was $10,000 for a pound. And now you can get it for $1,500. And see, like back in the day, weed was $1,500 a pound. And now it's going up, you know. I remember buying pounds for $120, $125, but, you know, it was commercial Mexican, you know, something to smoke. But you could get a pound for $125. And I just can't afford to buy weed anymore. Yeah, it's the best. Yeah, I know it is. Yeah, they even sell it on the internet. As far as I know, she wasn't. You know, I don't know if Beatrice was high or not. She's the same as when she came over here. Because she was only here like 10 minutes before I started my video. And then I told everybody there was nobody watching my video. So I just said Beatrice is going to be on. As far as I know, she wasn't drunk or tweaking, as far as I know. Well, I'd like to have some, but I'd get popped. I'd get busted, man. If it was legal here, I'd have you send it to me. Yeah, that's what I heard. It's outrageous. But even back in the day, you know, yeah, she did act like it. See, back in the day, that's what they always said, you know, like we'd always have Idaho Green, that's what we're growing, commercial Mexican, but you'd always, every once in a while, you get the Acapulco Gold, Colombian Gold, and the Maui Wowie, and then, yeah, she's bipolar, probably, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if she has STDs or not. Probably, yeah. I should have told her to give him shit, you know. I didn't say anything. But she wanted her video to be called Housing. I don't know why. Because I said Beatrice Housing or the date or anything. She goes, no, just Housing. So that's what I put, Housing, and I let her go, whatever she did. But it was kind of screwed up because when she was done, she just hit pause or whatever. And I thought she hit over. And the video went on for like 4 hours. And I couldn't shut it off because I shut off the computer. Yeah, because you know somebody else named Juan, you know. Same with that other dude, whatever the fuck his name is. Oh yeah, they do, yeah. But see, when you start doing meth or whatever, after a while, there's two things. Either you get fucking paranoid as hell, you think people are fucking watching you, people are coming, people are watching you or whatever, or you feel like you're fucking invincible, you know. Nobody knows you're high, and you go out and fucking do whatever, and the whole world knows you're fucking tweaking bad, you know. That's what's too weird about meth. After you do it for a long time, you get into those stages. You either get fucking paranoid as hell, or fucking invincible, you know. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious too, you know. Yeah, I don't know what's the YT people. I don't know what that is. Fuck, that would fucking hurt. I think, man. I don't know. One time, this is a true story. There's a fucking true story. Back in the '80s, okay, we used to do a lot of cocaine, a lot of fucking cocaine, and I cleaned up underneath my bed, and I found this fucking like a rock like that, man. It was about like that, and I thought for sure it was fucking cocaine. Oh, YouTube. Okay, yeah, on YouTube. And anyway, I took it to work, and this other guy that I knew, I asked him if he fucking wanted to do lines after work. He said, "Yeah, why not, man? I'll do lines with you." So after work, we go straight across this place called the Sand Dunes. Fucking take out this rock and fucking crush it up, start fucking chopping it up. It was on a fucking mirror and shit. He does a line, I do a fucking line. Next thing you know, son of a bitch, both of them were fucking hacking and coughing. It was a chunk of fucking speed stick, man. It was underneath my fucking bed. I went in there and fucking got hard. Probably been there fucking 6 months. But back in the day, me and my ex-wife, we used to do a lot of fucking coke. And I thought, well, maybe this fucking rock went underneath the fucking bed. And I was underneath there cleaning it. And I just picked it up and thought for sure it was coke. And kind of fucking funny. But I've never snorted anything else besides speed stick. I snorted speed stick one time. But that carbon fresh would probably fucking burn. But yeah, it was pretty funny. It's fucking hilarious. Another time too, this is what's too weird. This other guy, after work we're going to do lines over at the same place. It's called the Sand Dunes. And anyway, he's in my car, I think it is. We have two cars. And he comes over in my car, chop up a line. I think it was on like a cassette tape. Fucking two lines. He does one, I do one. So they're bullshitting for about fucking 10, 15 minutes. He's got to go. I says, yeah, I got to go too. So we get in our car. We go around the fucking corner of the sand dunes because the sand dunes are probably, about as big as a house. And as soon as we fucking go around the corner, there's two cop cars sitting there fucking side by side, just like what we were. And that was kind of fucking crazy. So wonder we didn't get popped. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about the Beatrice story, I think. Uh, Here in Burley, you live close to the sand dunes of Burley, because see, we don't have sand dunes anymore. Oh, Yuma, Arizona, okay. Uh, See, these aren't really sand dunes. All it is just fucking piles of sand, big piles of sand. Like construction sand and shit like that. But they took those out and they built a trailer park, kind of RV park, for people, like tourists and stuff like that. The amphitheater. Yeah, they cleaned it up pretty nice. But anyway, this is my Beatrice story. I forgot. I never finished it. But anyway, she finally told me that I finally told her I'll take her to the gas station Maverick. I parked on the east side of the pumps, because I couldn't see. Back then I could not fucking see, and I didn't want to fucking be by anybody. So she gets out of the car and she's walking all the way to the west side of the fucking pumps. I'm thinking, where the fuck's she going? She's gonna go over to the store and get in trouble or whatever. But she went all the way. There's like 5 or 6 fucking gas pumps. She went all the way to the west side and she started going down the line, asking people for money. Because I don't think she had any money. She just wanted me to take her to the store, and she's asking these people. And I heard somebody yell at her, "No, get away from me!" And I yelled at her. I said, "Beatrice, you ask one more person, and I'm gonna fucking leave you here." And she yelled at me. I don't know if she called me a chomo or a homo, but she said, "Shut up, you fucking chomo," or "Shut up, you fucking homo." And as soon as she walked in the Maverick station, I got in my fucking truck. I was already in my truck, but I started my truck. I fucking left her ass there. Pulled in, and this guy, Eddie, I wasn't even there like 2 fucking minutes. Eddie pulls up. He's honking his horn to fucking take Beatrice to the fucking Maverick. You know, she bitched at me all fucking day to take her there. And then when I took her there, this other guy was going to go, yeah, Chomo. Fucking child molester, you fucking cunt. Yeah, that's what I felt like calling her, you know. But she called me a chomo or a homo, I don't know. But one of those two, you know. Fucking loud. Because I told her, I said, Beatrice, you can ask anybody else. I'm leaving you here. Shut up, you fucking chomo. And I pull in my driveway, get in the house. Next thing I know, I hear this fucking car. It was a truck, pickup. Honking. So I went out, what the fuck? Well, where's that crazy lady? I was supposed to give her a ride to go get her some cigarettes. I said, fuck, I don't know where she's at. You know, I have no clue, which I knew where she was at. What's weird is after Eddie left, I call him fucking Eddie and the Losers, here comes Beatrice in this fucking big old fucking monster truck, man. It's like, what the fuck? You know, she found somebody to give her a ride back over here. You know, I beat her by like maybe 5 minutes, but she had her beer and her cigarettes. But yeah, she pissed me off. And if she would have waited just a couple minutes, Eddie and the Losers could have been over there and picked her up. Because Eddie came on his lunch break. It's a child molester. Chomo. That's what they call them, child molesters. Yeah. And you know what a homo is, right? Yeah. She either called me a chomo or a homo. Whichever one, I was fucking mad. You know, shut up, you fucking chomo. And then I just fucking left her there. And then 5 minutes later, here she comes in a fucking monster truck. Some guy fucking picked her up and brought her back over here. That was a crazy Beatrice story. What else is going on? I'm just glad that people are starting to take out cameras and stuff like that to report police doing that. But to me, the only solution is, you know, I've told you guys about anger management. All polices across the board, all police people, sheriffs, deputy sheriffs, dispatchers, mayors, need to go to anger management classes 2 hours a week for eternity. You know, they got to do that. And plus, they need to have tranquilizer guns so they don't fucking unload on fucking people, you know. I don't think that guy should have been, I don't know what he did wrong, I don't know, you know, but more than likely he doesn't need to be fucking shot in the back 7 times, you know. I think they need to have tranquilizers, and then they need to have a sidearm just in case they do get in a firefight. See, like there was a shootout over here. Like if the cops showed up right then, more than likely the criminals would have been shooting at the police officers, you know, on 10th Street. But to me, that's a pretty big thing here. Oh, here's another fucking crazy story, man. Not about Beatrice, about fucking gangs. I guess they're gangs. I don't know if they're gangs. But anyway, in my neighborhood, there's a lady that was dealing. She's dealt for fucking, 20, 30 years. Everybody knows she's a... He was stopping 2 women fighting? Oh, that's what he was doing? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. But anyway, this lady, she's been a dealer as long as I've known. It was in my neighborhood. She finally got busted with a pound. But there was these 3 Hispanic guys, and I hear some fucking yelling and shit. I hear yelling and yelling. Get out of here, I'm going to kick your ass, blah, blah, blah. And I'm in my bedroom. I wish I would have recorded this, but I didn't record too much back in those days. This is like 10, 15 years ago. And I see these 3 Hispanic guys. And they got fucking, they got the shorts that are past their knees. It's like size fucking 40 by 24s, you know what I'm talking about? Kind of like what Fluffy wears, the comedian. Shorts, but they're fucking almost jeans. But anyway, they're over there, they're throwing rocks at the house. It's like a fucking ghetto drive-by or some fucking thing. I don't know. But there's 3 of them, 3 Hispanics, throwing rocks. Get out of here, bitch. Take your fucking ass whipping. But anyway, I don't think anybody's even fucking at the house. The car's not there, but they're throwing rocks. And they finally stop after about 5 minutes, but I was watching them. I wish I could have recorded it. but they got in a car. It was like a half a block down the street. They're parked down the street. And as they're walking away, they go, South Side! South Side! I'm thinking, what the fuck? What the fuck is South Side? I never heard of fucking South Side. What the fuck is that shit? You know? So when I went to work, my supervisor, see, I go to work at 5 and he gets off at 6 because he works 6 at night till 6 in the morning, but he used to be a police officer. And I told him the same story. And as they were leaving, they were yelling, South Side, what's South Side? And I asked him what it was. And he says the south side of the river, like we live by the Snake River, you got the north side and you got the south side. Fuck, I didn't know that shit, you know. But it was kind of funny because it was like a fucking ghetto drive-by. They don't have a gun or anything, but they're throwing rocks at the house, and I don't think nobody was there. Come on out and get your fucking ass kicked. But if that lady was there, that I know who she is, she probably would have come out and fucking kicked all 3 of those guys' ass, you know. But I don't know, 5 or 6 years later, she got popped for a pound, and I don't think she went to prison, but she's on probation for till the year like 1938 or something. I mean 2038. Fucking long time with the what's that called, leg monitors and shit like that. But she's got a job, and you know she was very lucky that she didn't go to prison. But this has been going along for a long time. But anyway, stay straight, stay strong. God bless. See you tomorrow. Have a good day. Thanks, Hawaii. UK, Texas. I don't know. There's nods from UK too. But anyway, thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for the thumbs up. Okay, thank you, Curtis. You have a good day too, man. Have a good day.